Welcome to the video on our special cases for equations. So as you can see from the screen, we're going to see equations that have no solution and infinite number of solutions. But I'm going to go back to a couple of things that we've done. Normally, when you solve an equation, you get exactly one answer. Like when we solved number 1, we got one answer, y equals 10. That's it. That's all y can equal. This one we solved, we got one answer, x equals -1. One solution means there's only one value that the variable can be that when it's plugged in makes the left side equal to right side. So this one we got k equals -9. So if I put -9 on the left side, put -9 on the right side, left side then will equal right side. That's what we mean by a solution. Now get to our special cases. This one on the left, doesn't matter what you put in for x, whatever number you plug in here and here, remember x and x, you would have to put the same number. That's what I mean by solution. A number here and the same number here. I don't care what number you plug in here. As long as you plug in the same number here, you can never make the two sides equal. So these two sides will never be equal. You can put in 5 and 5. You can put in 7 and 7. You can put in -8, -8. Take your pick. Whatever you put in for x is not going to make both sides equal. Now, it's hard to tell just by looking at the equation, so let's see how we can determine that. Well, we have to go through the steps for solving the equation. So, I'm going to go through the steps for solving the equation. I see parentheses. My first step's always get rid of parentheses, grouping symbol, so I have to distribute. -4 times 2x, -4 times 1. So -4 times 2x, we get -8x. -4 times 1, I get -4 equals nothing to do on the right side, -8x minus 2. All right, step 2, solving equations. Combine like terms. No like terms on the left side. No like terms on the right side. Step 3, get your variables on one side. So I've got -8x on the left side, -8x on the right side. Notice they're the same thing. Well, I got to get rid of one of them, and because they're the same thing, I'm going to get rid of both of them at the same time. So to get rid of -8x, we do the opposite. So I'm going to add 8x. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do the other side of the equal signs. We don't want to do it twice on the same side. So -8x plus 8x, they wipe each other out. We're left with this -4 on the left side. Again, -8x plus 8x, they zero each other out. We're left with -2 on the right side. Now you don't have a variable. There's no x. So right away I know this is not a one solution problem because I'm not going to have x equals a number. Variables are gone. So now I'm left with -4 equals -2. And of course that is not true. There's no way -4 is equal to -2. These two sides cannot be made equal. They are not equal. So that tells you there is no solution. If you've eliminated the variable and the two sides are not equal, then it's going to be no solution. Okay, some more examples of no solution over here. You might remember you're only going to have the no solution situation if the variables have been eliminated. If there's still an x or a y or whatever variable in your equation, well, then you're going to have an answer. You're going to have x equals a number, or y equals a number, or a equals a number, or c equals a number. But If the variables are eliminated, you might have something like this. 7 equals 9. Well, that is not true. So there's no solution. You might have something like negative 6 equals 17. Well, those two sides can't be made equal. Negative 6 will never equal 17. No solution. You might have 0 equals, let's make it 3. Again, those two sides are not equal, so it's no solution. Now let's see what an infinite number of solutions. Okay, so infinite number of solutions means this. This means that you can pick any number you want for x. Anything works. Everything works. Pick a number. Put it in the place of x. Take the same number. Put it in the place of x. Simplify the left side. Get your number. Simplify the right side. You'll get the same number. The two sides will be equal. Infinite means you pick whatever number you want. You can choose any number in the world as long as you put the same number for this x as this x. The two sides will be equal to each other. Now let's see what that looks like when you solve it. Because again, it's difficult to tell just by looking at it. You have to go through the process of solving it. So there's nothing to be done to left side. Looks like right side has parentheses, so I'm going to have to distribute. So I'm going to have negative 5 minus 9x equals, and over here we have to distribute 3 times 1, 3 times negative 3x, negative 9x. And then we tack on the minus 8. One thing I just thought of is I've seen in the past where people want to continue after they do 3 times 1 and 3 times 3x, they want to do 3 times negative 8. This 3 only goes to what's inside the parentheses. So the parentheses closed here, so the 3 will not be used beyond that point. So you just bring down the minus 8. All right, so left side, I don't see any like terms. Remember, step 2 is combine like terms. Right side, I see some like terms. So I'm going to see left side, we're going to leave that alone. On the right side, I see a 3 and a minus 8. 3 minus 8 is negative 5. So negative 5, bring down the minus 9x. All right. So now we have negative 5 minus 9x equals negative 5 minus 9x. Now notice you have exactly the same thing on both sides. Now, if we keep going, remember step 3 is get rid of your variables on one side. Well, it turns out that both sides, negative 9x, and the other side, negative 9x, both sides have the same variable. So again, it's going to happen when I get rid of one of them, I'm going to be getting rid of both of them. So to get rid of negative 9x, we have to do the opposite. So plus 9x. On this side, plus 9x. So bring down your negative 5. Negative 9 plus 9 zeros out. Equals. Notice I just carry my equal sign straight down. My left side comes straight down. My right side comes straight down. All right, the negative 9 plus 9x zeros out. All I'm left with is negative 5, so I bring it down. All right, so notice, kind of like this one over here, there's no variable. So I know there's not one solution. Again, notice this one, there's no variable left. So I know I'm not going to have x equals some number or y equals some number. I'm not going to have one answer. Now, notice how this one, negative 5 equals negative 5, is different than this one. The two sides are equal. Negative 5 is always equal to negative 5. That tells me that left side always equals right side. It doesn't matter what you put in for x. So we can put here Infinite solution, maybe phrased a little bit better, would be infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. And as you can see right below, it says every number could work. That's all that means is doesn't matter what x is. It's going to make left side equal to right side. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a moment here. So let me give you some more examples here. So if -5 equals -5 means there's infinitely many solutions. All right. So again, this scenario only works if x is eliminated. So you might have 7 equals 7. Left side does equal right side. Infinitely many solutions. You might have -3 equals -3. Left side equals right side. Infinitely many solutions. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to try number 1. See if it's infinitely many solutions or no solution. All right, let's see how you guys did. So you guys can see I went through the work. I highlighted my two like terms that are on the left side. When I combine the 6x and the -3x, I got 3x. And in the end result, I wind up with 6 equals 6. That means left side, those two things are equal. 6 does equal 6. So that means the left side will always equal right side no matter what x is. X can be anything. So I abbreviated down here infinitely many solutions. All right, give number 2 a try. Okay, so let's see how I did on number 2. So I distribute first. Maybe I should add in this part to show that I distributed. All right, so I distribute. I get rid of variables on one side and I wind up with x equals -4. So obviously I have one solution to this equation because it tells me x can only equal -4. That's it, one answer. If you guys will try number 4, please. Try number 4. All right, let's see how you guys did. So first thing you notice is I have to distribute twice here. So I have to do 7 times x, 7 times 2. I get 7x plus 14. And then I have to distribute the -4. Make sure you don't do 4 times, do -4. So -4 times x and -4 times -7. So I get -4x plus 28. I've highlighted on the right side my like terms. So I've got the 7x and -4x highlighted the same. I get 3x when I combine them. I highlighted the 14 and the 28 the same because they are like terms. I get 42. So got rid of parentheses, combine like terms. Now we have to get rid of variables on one side. So if I get rid of the 3x over here, I minus 3x, so I minus 3x. It also happens to get rid of the 3x on the other side because you have the same thing on both sides. So now again, the variables are gone. So I know it will not be a one solution problem because it doesn't say x equals some number. There's no way to get x equals some number if x is gone. So now I have to look at what I have left. Well, -13 is not equal to 42. It will never be equal to 42. So that tells me that I can never make the left side equal to the right side. So this is a no solution question.